Alright, sorry about that. Let's bring you over here. And I guess let's, oh, you're already mounted. No, 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 you were good. Yeah, let's sit over here. I'm hoping there's no more reinforcements. I'm kind of moving everyone into place, assuming that's true. Are you kidding? If I get any closer, the Immaculate One's coming. Let's get that out of here. That at least provides footing. I'll do silver. No, I'll do fire on this thing. Jeez. It's like so scary. It's right there. The whole boss fight is right there. What do you got? Why aren't you moving? Silver Lance? Alright. I could meteor him and get him out of here. Alright. Let's start taking out this group, I guess, because I have a feeling I do need to take that guy down. Oh, what do you have that's strong against me? Bolt. Oh, you have Excalibur. Yeah, but you can't hit me from there, so... Let's do Silver Bow. Yeah. Feeling good about this. Alright. That guy's down. Let's move back here so I get some, at least some defense to me. Nah, these guys can't do anything, so I'm gonna start moving the flyers down to take it out. But I think everyone else, I'm gonna start moving into place. I don't know what Alois is gonna do, but hey, you're along for the ride, man. You can increase my luck. Why is he moving so much further?
You're quite adept.
Alright, is there someone I didn't tap? Oh. I want to keep Lynn around, because who knows if I need him to use a physic or something. Alright, that was turn 5? 10? Alright, here we go. I lost another Joy-Con. Okay. Like I would have attacked us and we gained all that back. Hey, Connolly. So just so you guys know, I do keep a lot of cat treats in this room. Because I'm in here so often, Connolly will just come join me. And he gets a little rambunctious and curious and wants to chew everything, so I just give him a cat treat. Usually keeps him calm for a while, but I guess because we're going over the hour mark, he's like, hey, it's a new hour. I deserve a new treat now. It's time. Okay, yeah, let's do this. He's weak against axes, so let's get him out of here. Alright. I'm curious, who out of the flying trio is going to be getting MVP on this? I could hand axe him. Yeah, let's hand axe him. Hand axe this guy a question. Or her. Is Iris a boy or a girl's name? I'm thinking girl, but...
I'm getting it.
I'll stay right here. And then you will come in and just steal the kill, won't you? Let's go Killing Edge. Really? Alright, let's go Brave. Assembly? No. I don't like rolling those dice. We'll do Brave, just to be safe. Alright, I missed, but I got a crit, so it should kill. Yeah.
Witness frigid pride.
I'll follow your example.
Alright, so I'm not gonna go deal with all these guys, even though I probably could. Probably don't have to, so let's start making our way to take out the boss now. who could use a healing? Just you? You're good then. I'm not gonna waste. Is the Immaculate One really gonna move? Like, I don't want to move everyone into place here. I'm gonna meteor this guy just so he's out of the picture.
It's win or die.
Alright. I keep, like... Is the Immaculate One really gonna step? Like... What's your range, first of all? What's that range? 1 to 5. So really, you're just gonna sit there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're just gonna sit there. You're not gonna come attack me. Alright, so in that case, I'm gonna move everyone who I want to be a part of this into place. And Bernadetta is just coming off on the sidelines. That's awesome. I could technically hit her from here, but I think I get counterattacked regardless of position, right? Yeah, counterattack regardless of position, so she would just get me back. Other than that, I think everyone's in place to do this. Like, I have no... You can't roar me, man. There's nothing left to do. This was turn 12? Or is it just getting more frequent? I don't know. Okay, let's see how tough. If I attack with Sublime Creator Sword. Are you... Oh my goodness, we've got some work to do. Deadeye? Are you kidding me? Dude, it's not even a good % chance to hit her. Can I just come in with Dragon Claws? What does Dragon Claws do? Dude. Can I just come in with Aimer? Wait, what's the distance on Aimer? 1. Can I just come in with Aimer and attack? $69, $85, $59, $59, $64, $69, $85, $69. Dude, Silver Axe is the best odds I have at hitting her. Dude, that's way too tough, man. Can I meteor her? Stop aiming after them. Yeah, I can meteor her, but it's not really going to do much. She's going to do more to me than I could to her. So I think I might save her. I might save her to just heal. Oh, man. Where's my flight group at? I might need some flying assistance here. This Immaculate One is immaculate. Man, it's going to take 2 turns to get to her. You know what? You're better off just, like, standing over here. Yeah, I could do that. And then Manuela can kind of, like, stand off to the side here. Yeah, that works. Lynn, let's get you closer. Alright. We're kind of wasting turns here, but I mean, it gets these guys closer into position. I really don't like that, but... I mean... I don't know. Alright, someone's got to start this off, and I can think of no one better, I guess, than maybe Byleth just going in. Sublime Creator Sword. I don't know. I can't do magic. Magic's barely doing anything to her, so I gotta just start this off. Edelgard can take a hit, I think. So, yeah, let's start this off. It just stinks that I could barely hit her right now. Alright, Silver Axe, 69% chance. Let's do it.
So it's true. You don't value human life at all. Isn't that right, Immaculate One?
Nonsense! Fools who do not accept their own sins are undeserving of salvation. You humans are the ones who betrayed. You betrayed me, and you betrayed my mother!
I did not betray you or her. I never believed in you from the beginning.
Alright, hit both times. That's awesome. Let's get it started in here. Sublime, create a sword. Let's aim at that crack. Let's aim at that crack, guys. Can I just dead-eye her with a steel bow? She's really gonna hit me hard. Maybe I'll wait till I actually crack it. Yeah, can someone like come in right here and just attack? Silver Axe, what you got? So, let's see, 92% chance. 96 with a short spear. I might... Ooh, Killer Lance has a 100% chance, but it doesn't do a lot. Brave Lance has the highest. Yeah, let's do Brave. Let's be brave. Let's be brave against this Immaculate one.
Years have not cured humanity of its folly. You still wish to hurt and betray my mother and myself.
Oh, and a miss. What the heck is Defiant Crit? Alright, we'll hang out here. What is that? Oh, I can't even equip it. What was Defiant Crit? I want that. What was that ability? Oh, is it cracked? It's cracked. Alright guys, let's go in and do our magic. Can I use magic on her? Speaking of. I can. Ooh. She's vulnerable to that magic now. Can I just go in with a hand axe? I can. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have Caspar finish off one of her things with a hand axe. So far, no one's gotten hit except for Edelgard, but it wasn't really that bad. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. Let's go over here, I guess. And can we do... Should we do hand axe or Brave Bow? Brave Bow, let's take down another one. She's only got a 24% chance to hit me, too. See, this is what I'm telling you. Work on one spot for these monsters, for these beasts. Just work on one spot. Dang, you hit me? And then, once you're able to crack that armor, just everybody aim. Oh man, look at Shamir. Just took down her old friend Catherine, and now we're taking down Rhea. I still have a lot more people that can attack, so I'm still feeling pretty good. She's only got 2 shields left. She's got 85 health. Who should I come in with next? Is it Byleth time? Fire, fire, fire. Nope, 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 nope. Sublime Creator Sword will deal a lot of damage. I mean, that'll help. Or should I let someone else in? Like Bernie. Should Bernie just come in and do it? Oh my god, just pass. Can I just go right here? No. Steel bow. Oh, that only gets me that far in? No, because if I want you to attack, I need you to actually attack that weak spot. So what can you do? Let's Brave Bow. Brave Bow. Let's be a brave Bernie. Let's do it. Woo! I was really hoping one was going to be a crit, but whatever. I don't know why your magic's going up. Alright, I guess we'll sit. So I need someone to just do a little bit of damage. Just a little bit. Like maybe a Lyn. Yeah, you got this, man. And he crits. I'm so glad she doesn't have Miracle. Alright, last one. How much health you got? Now she's got Wrath. Oh, and she's aiming at Lyn too, so we need to finish this. She has 114. All right, let's bring in the Sublime Creator Sword because Byleth can take a hit. Yeah, we'll take her down to half, and she only has 1% chance to hit me. So, and we have a 13% chance to crit. Let's do it.
Give back my mother.
There's no one else for you to whip attack. I was gonna say on a 1% chance, watch her hit. No, we're not gonna crit. Just whip. Okay. It's kind of all down to you guys now. Alright, what's gonna finish her off the quickest? Can I just do death? Dark spikes. Alright, let's do 16. Banshee does 12. Yeah, let's do Banshee, I guess. That's the best odds. Oh, she actually hit him. We got this. Oh, we got this. Hey Petra. Would you care to do the honors? With a brave bow? Excuse me. Please be the end. Dude. Let me guess who got MVP. Yep. It's too late. Look at them with the Creator Sword and Aimer. They're gonna be QTEs.
Humanity stands strong, and people reach out for each other. There's no need for gods. Rhea, your reign of tyranny is over. The time has come. I'm ending this once and for all.
It's so epic. What? Just a good whack on the head. That's all that's left.
Is it over?
That looks like brain juice. I think it's over. That's our crest. Oh, our crest is gone now since Rhea implanted it in us. So now we're just normal Byleth. Yeah, if that's any indication. We're normal Byleth now. No more powers. Dang. Hey, we have Thunderbrand. Oh, we will always have Thunderbrand.
A rising flame was alight as the flow of time carved a new history for Fodlan. With the fall of Ferdiad, the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Church of Seros both vanished into the people's memories. Fodlan was finally one unified nation, under the rule of Emperor Edelgard and the Adrestian Empire. Embracing her newfound power, Edelgard could at last set about destroying Fodlan's entrenched system of nobility and rebuild a world free from the tyranny of crests and status. Yet, beneath the surface, an unseen and silent struggle began to take shape. From her seat of power, Edelgard could at last wage war on those who slither in the dark.
Oh, do we have to take down those guys now? Dude, come on. I thought this was going to be the end.
We really had success. We got the
Hey.
victory.
Petra.
The war is finished now. But there are still many, many problems for solving. It is past the time I should be returning to Brigid. Yes. My grandfather. I can't be leaving him now. Our relationship with Fodlan will be changing. I am royalty of Brigid. There are duties that I must be fulfilling, but I can't be sitting on the throne. I will be choosing a new leader, and then I will be returning to Fodlan. This is what my heart is wanting.
Is there a right or wrong answer here?
There are others who can be working in Brigid. I will always be protecting my land of home. But from Fodlan, this is where I have belonging. If Fodlan and Brigid can be working together, then I can maybe have what I am really wanting. And that is... I will be telling you now if you are wanting to hear it. I am wanting to stay with you. I have hopes that we can spend all of our lives close to each other. I want us to be supporting each other and live with each other in times of joy and times of sorrow. In all of the times. Is that a possibility?
Oh, it's proposal time apparently.
This is a ring of promise. I have understanding, and I am accepting with all of my heart. Rings are for promising weddings. I read all about that custom in a Fodlan book. I have never told my feelings to someone like that before. I had so much nervousness. You have made my heart fly with happiness. I, Petra, give you my promise. Spirits of Earth, please be guiding us home for all of our days. Spirits of Water, please be filling our cups with kindness and good fortune. Spirits of Wind, please be gifting us freedom and divine protection. Those are the words we are saying in Brigid when we give someone our promise. There is one other thing to be said. My beloved, you are the most precious thing in the world to me. You enchant and fascinate me, and each day you set my heart aflame. Did I give you a surprise? I have been practicing those words with great diligence. I am so happy. You have my deep gratitude and all of my heart, for now and forever.
Alright. Well, I don't know if this music is going to get copyrighted or not. So I might just skip on down past these credits and whatnot. Oh, I can hold A and it goes by even faster. So yeah, let's skim through this. That's really cool that it shows all the MVPs. Oh, it even shows it for the paralogs I did. That's cool. Oh, this is cool. So let's, we get to see what they've done. Oh man, 0 battles, 0 victories. You can tell I didn't use Ash. Let's see. After the war, Ash was formally knighted and appointed to a new house of House Gaspard, which had no successor's warm, sincere attitude towards subjects. Praised all over Fodlan, and as finally recognized as the ideal knight he'd always hoped to be, his something. Ah, man. Once the long war against those who slithered in the dark came to an end, Alois and his family moved to the Ramire village and lived happily as farmers. It is said that from the moment he put down his sword and picked up a hoe, he never so much as thought about turning back. Alright. Ingrid. When Galatia territory was seized, Ingrid argued strongly for the preservation of its borders. Her request was granted, and she was appointed to rule. From her new position, she gave her all to ensure that the people of Galatia lived peaceful lives and put in years of hard work to reform its farming practices. Her efforts bore fruit. To the people's delight, and Galatia became a land of plenty. Ugh. Man, you gotta go so fast. I might just say you guys can pause the video and read this. Mercedes left home and opened a small orphanage in Fargus region with her mother. There she took in and raised children who had lost their families in the war, regardless of their blood or circumstances of birth. It is said that in the town which grew around this orphanage, the children never failed to smile. Oh, that's nice. So I saved a bunch of people from dying, so we're going to go through quite a bit of these. Leonie joined up with the mercenaries formerly led by Geralt. As his greatest apprentice, she quickly took on leadership role and eventually even inherited the title of Bladebreaker. She came to be known as Geralt II as she began to resemble him in all things, including his drinking habits. She left behind many unpaid tavern tabs. Wow! Oh, I didn't know that about her. Annette returned to her hometown in Fariad, where she took up a teaching position at the Royal School of Sorcery. She was a gifted instructor, and many of her students went on to become world-renowned sages. Through her talent for teaching was remarkable in its own right, she was perhaps the best remembered for effortlessly securing the trust and respect of her many students, as well as inspiring all who knew her, living by her kindness, cheer, and humility. Ugh. God, this is so fast. Felix. Even after the war's end, skirmishes continued to break out across Fodlan. Bored and restless in his capacity of Duke Feraldius, Felix abandoned his title, jumping at the opportunity to wield a sword again. Little is known for his whereabouts thereafter, but even many years later, soldiers continued to whisper rumors of a mysterious man able to deal swift death to scores of enemies. If I mispronounced something, I'm so sorry. I gotta read so fast. Lysithea returned home to help her parents restore their family land. Years later, when the end of their hard work was finally in sight, she relinquished House Ordelia's claim to nobility, ceding the territory to a nearby lord. Shortly thereafter, she and her family disappeared into obscurity. Well, that's kinda... No, don't disappear, man. Marianne returned home to a hero's welcome. The people praised her talent and acknowledged her as a savior of Fodlan. Her adoptive father groomed her as his successor, teaching her the power of words over weapons. By the time she claimed her inheritance, she had transformed into one of Fodlan's most skilled orators. Aw, that's nice. I'm glad things turned out great for Marianne. Ignaz. I wouldn't have gone back home, though. Ignaz, don't you do anything. After returning home, Ignaz persuaded his family that he should become a painter. He traveled all through Fodlan and beyond, painting beautiful landscapes and captivating portraits of the world's cultures. His unique style set the artistic paradigm for a generation. Sylvain. As Margrave Gautier, Sylvain devoted his life to improving relations with the people of the String region. With oration alone, he succeeded in helping create a new way of life for nobles in which relics and crests were no longer viewed as necessary. Though he went down in history as an extraordinary lord, nevertheless became customary to refer to cheaters as sons of Gautier. Wow. That is funny. Manuela! What happens to Manuela? She left Garreg to build her own academy in a small war-torn town. There, she contributed heavily to rebuilding efforts while teaching future generations the necessary skills of survival. Though she never married or had children of her own, she spent the last years of her life happily devoted to her students. Oh, that's nice. So did no one, get married or anything? We're all just going off on our own? Raphael returned to his hometown to serve his liege lord as a knight. After years of loyal service, he resigned his duty to devote his attentions to the inn that his grandfather and sister had opened during his time away. Eventually, he became the inn's proprietor and developed a reputation for astonishingly good cooking. Hey, that's pretty nice, man. Lorenz, what happened to you? Soon after the war, Lorenz assumed leadership over House Gloucester and joined the realm of imperial politics as a representative of the old Alliance Lords. His political talent yielded revolutionary policy changes, many of which were particularly beneficial to the common folk. Dude, that's awesome. Shamir, what happens to her? Shortly after the war, Shamir gave up the mercenary life and disappeared. What? though she never heard from again. Rumors swirled persistently for years of a master archer turned thief who lined her pockets by shaking down. No. That is not the Shamir we knew. Dorothea and Hanneman. Though Folin had changed, Hanneman's goal remained unwavered to determine his workings of the crest and to do away with the inequality caused by them. To that end, his research resulted in magical tools which could be used even without the aid of crest. This proved to be yet another worthwhile discovery further of crestology. Hammond also became a father in the more literal sense by raising many children by his wife, Dorothea. Their marriage was not publicly known, however, as the songstress elected to keep it secret for the sake of both of their blah. Whatever the last word is. Linhardt and Caspar. After the war, they both abandoned their noble houses to pursue a carefree journey wandering the world. They traveled to every corner of Folin and even ventured abroad now and again. Caspar got into trouble at every turn of their travels, but Linhardt was always there, begrudgingly, to get him out of it. The records of their adventures were immortalized in the book of anonymous author entitled The Thousand Roads and Seven Seas. It is said that they did eventually settle down after the events of those stories, but where they actually went is unknown. Dude, what? Ferdinand and Bernadetta. Oh man, this is awesome. Renounced her claim to House Varley. She married Ferdinand, the Duke of Ayer, and the two contributed to relief efforts by instituting reforms across their dukedom. Due to the success of those politics, Ferdinand was offered the position of prime minister by the emperor. He accepted, leaving management of Ayer territory to his wife while he worked to apply their ideas to the empire at large. Since Bernadette did not leave home, Ferdinand's life involved a lot of travel to and from the capital, but it said he always embarked on his return home with a smile on his face. Dude, that's awesome. Edelgard and Hubert. Who saw this coming? Who had their bets? As the new emperor, Edelgard gave all she had to breathe new life into the government of Folan. With tireless work, great sacrifice, and her devoted servant Hubert by her side, she instituted new class reforms and helped to ensure the people's independence. Hubert was always close at hand, ready to dispose of unsavory burdens by any means necessary. In the later years, they passed the fruits of her labor to Edelgard's successor and vanished from the public eye. Though it is said that spent the rest of their lives together, it is unlikely they gave voice to the true depth of their affections. Aw, who didn't see that coming? Hey, here we go. Violet Petra. As Violet set out to fight those who slither in the dark, Petra left the throne of Bridget to her family to follow him. The pair fought many hard battles together against a terrifying enemy with many crits, before finally emerging victorious along the long war. Finally able to breathe easy, they took up a residency of Nouvelle, which lies on the western fringe of Folan, where they enjoyed the same waters that touch her homeland of Bridget. As their love grew, so did their mastery of each other's native language. Aww! I really like that ending. That ending is really sweet. Is that everyone? Did we really run through everybody? Oh man, I'm getting a drink of water after all that. Jeez. Alright, so credits. That is, that's gonna be it for, I guess, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Really enjoyed this game. Really liked it. Really like what they did with it, with the open world of exploring the monastery and getting to do all of that. Oh, what else? I am so glad they did not go into children for this. That was a nice breath of fresh air. Excuse me. Wow. I am curious what color would Violet and Petra's kids would have come out. Would it have been green or dark green? Who knows? But yeah, I thought that was nice. The only way to recruit new people was early in the game. And that was through getting their supports. That was okay. It felt a bit like I felt like I was always rushing to get these guys. Yeah, but I mean, I pulled it off. I got everyone that I think you can get playing the Black Eagle's secret route, so we did save as many people as we can. I think if you actually do the normal Black Eagles route and you don't side with Edelgard, I think you actually recruit a ton more people. But you don't get Edelgard, you don't get Hubert, and that's kind of a big loss if you're a big fan of the students of the Black Eagles, in my opinion. But other than that, really enjoyed it. I really want to play... Like, I started off with the Golden Deers route, and I'm really enjoying their route. It's very fun and full of laughter. Lightheartedness, I guess I should say, not really laughter. There's a war going on, for Christ's sake. But yeah, it's really enjoyable. I do like how, when they're grown up, they're like the colors of the rainbow, kind of, if you happen to notice that. All of their character models have strong colors, and when you look at all of them as a class, they like make the rainbow. I thought that was very interesting how they added that in, and also kind of cool. I do want to play Blue Lions, but due to the timing of it, I am trying to get ready to start the Pokemon Sword and Shield Let's Play that I want to do. So I'm probably not going to have time. As soon as that game comes out, it's probably going to be like, don't talk to me. Don't do anything. I'm taking off. Just the whole day dedicated to playing those games and doing videos on that. So who knows, I may eventually come back and do Blue Lines. I am very interested to see their route. I haven't actually started it. I might do a New Game Plus on it just to see. Maybe get a little head start on that one, and maybe it won't take as long. Biggest thing for me was actually learning how to budget your time with the calendar system. Because they don't really go into depth like, hey, if I was you, I would kind of do this. Instead, if you have Nintendo Online, they kind of give you stats on what everyone else chose to do, but that might not play into how you're doing it. Because like there were a few times where it was like, hey, 99% of the people chose to explore the monastery and 1% chose to battle, and you have options, you know. I kind of took it as like at the beginning of the months, I always chose to battle because in the previous month, I was exploring the monastery, and every time I explore the monastery, I make sure everybody's got the full max motivation. I don't have to worry about it. So in that regard, I don't really need to go back to the monastery again to increase it. I can just go straight into battling and raise up their levels, because after you do that, after you spend a Sunday doing something, you immediately go, usually, you immediately go into teaching them, and if their motivation is already maxed from 2 weeks ago, I didn't need to waste a Sunday to not do anything. So battle, get their levels up, then go into teaching, use all that motivation you got from the previous chapter, and then the following Sunday, do what you want. I usually chose Explore. Didn't really choose the rest, didn't really choose to do seminars. I'm sure they are helpful, but I really thought I was getting the most value from just exploring and battling. So that really worked for me. Interested what works for you guys. Leave a comment. I'm curious how anyone playing this game chose to spend their Sundays. Like, what kind of strategy did you employ? That was my strategy. Seemed to work for me. Take it if you want. It's my advice to you on working the calendar system. But it is kind of like scary. Like someone could just go through this and just explore and not choose to do battles, because that's the only way you're going to get level ups is doing battles, not from the other ways. So it is kind of scary. Someone could just have done like rest and do nothing, and you could have got to the chapter, the month's chapter, and like you were just not high enough level to deal with this map. That's kind of scary to me, that there's nothing in place to stop you from doing that. Because then you're stuck, right? You're stuck. You have to do the mission now, unless you saved very strategically. Oh man. So to me, that seems like a shortcoming of this game. Like, it was nice that it was kind of open-ended. I could choose how to spend my Sundays. But it is very scary that someone could have easily fallen into that trap if you just weren't paying attention. And I mean, you could argue it's on the player's fault. But yeah, that's pretty much my advice on how to play this game. It is nice to see that you can't just dawdle forever. That it actually, like, no, come on, you had 3 Sundays to get prepared for this. It's time for the mission. Like, it keeps you actively going. Because to be honest, in previous Fire Emblems, I've spent so much time like no, I need everyone's supports up. I want this weapon. I want this much gold. Like, I'm just a little hoarder in that sense. And then sometimes it just took me forever, it felt like, to finally just like, alright, now I'll play the next mission. So it was kind of nice. It like forces you, like, no, you've had enough time. It's time to progress the story a little bit and kind of force that upon you. One thing I have noticed though is that, so you can recruit the other students, but I have noticed, because you're spending way more time with your class first and foremost, you have to recruit someone very, very early if you even want them to be close to being as good as your other team members, your original lineup from the class that you picked at the beginning of the game. Like, for example, like, I think I started off, I got Marianne and what's his name? I can't think of his name. Red hair from Blue Lions. Oh, I can't think of his name. Sylvain. Anyway, like, I recruited them early on, and yes, because I recruited them very early on, they were getting to level ups. They were right even with, like, the skill levels for their weapons and whatnot, as the rest of the Black Eagles group. However, I chose to like slowly like back off on using them because it's like, all right, like I have the Black Eagles group, and like it turns out that there are some chapters and paralogs that control like, no, you need to use Edelgard, you need to use Hubert, and then the rest is up to you. And it's like, well, like they're kind of built in to have supports with the rest of the Black Eagles group. There's not a lot of like overlap in supports. Like if I were to pick someone from another class and just integrate them into my team, like say for example, I don't know, like Shamir. Shamir only has supports with like Byleth, Hubert, and Petra, I think. Oh, and Caspar. So 3 out of the 8 people you had from your class, she has supports with. Whereas everyone who starts off in Black Eagles, like the other classes, they just have, like, they can have supports with anyone in that class. So it works really to your advantage if you just want to stick with your original house members and maybe take on someone else from another house. I don't know, it's up to you. Supports do come in handy, I think, but if you're not a support person and you don't really care, then I guess it doesn't really matter. So I noticed that, and I was kind of sad. Because anytime I would recruit someone, it's like, yay, I saved them. They're not gonna die later. Like, they're now in the house. But it's like, now what do I do with them? Just like get supports just to unlock the dialogue conversations? So that was a little disappointing. I feel like that was another shortcoming on this game. That like, yeah, you can recruit whoever you want, but it's probably in your best interest because, like, if, for example, if you chose Black Eagles, you're probably going to be forced to use Edelgard every single chapter map. You can't just do without her. So you're forced, like her or not, you're forced to use her. So it just works to your advantage to use people who have the same supports with her, or just go well with, you know, whatever class you chose for her, which you might just pick the defaults that the game kind of hands you in the second half of the game. I did like the openness of like Byleth can just be whatever character you want him or her to be. I like that. You can choose to be sword Byleth, you can choose to be magic wielder Byleth, you can like dual wield a little bit, kind of like I did in this playthrough. You can be heavy armor. I'm gonna ride a horse with a lance Byleth. If you really gonna want to go way out there, you could, because a lot of the bonuses you get for Byleth's level ups kind of play into that. Like you can like mix and match. Like if you were a Pokemon, your IVs are just everywhere. Just you have good IVs on all your stats. I feel like that's the underlying. Where'd Connolly go? I feel like that's the underlying bonuses for level ups for Byleth. Oh man. So where are we in the credits? It would be nice, you know, like it would be nice if they showed like a scroll bar nowadays to show you like you are here in the credits. You only have this little bit left to go. Hang in there. But yeah, that's awesome. We beat it. I'm so glad. Oh man, I'm so glad we beat it and it's done. And now it's bittersweet. Like I get to move on to other stuff, but also like I really want to finish the other playthroughs because they actually are like, just because we went through Black Eagle's secret route, you get like a piece of the puzzle of what's going on, right? Like at the end here, it was just talking about how, you know, Byleth and Petra went on to fight the folks that slither in the dark, or whatever the official name was given to them. And it's like I was kind of expecting when they said that's, you know, we took down Rhea and now we started our war on the people that slither in the dark. And it's like, oh, there's more maps. So I feel like they could have like added more maps to that, or maybe that's part of the other routes. Maybe part of the other routes we actually start going after those who slither in the dark. Who knows? Or maybe that's just a DLC that they'll release. If so, that's kind of sad. I don't want to go through Secret Route all the way again to then be able to fight the folks that slither in the dark. I mean, who was left? There was like 1 or 2 people. Talus is left. We didn't fight Talus. They just kind of glimpsed it. Like, yeah, and you guys took care of those guys. You know, you started a war and then you're done. Is it waiting for me to press A or something? Alright, it's fading. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, and there you have it. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So, it just asks me to save. in order to, like, I can save, and that particular file can now be used for New Game Plus, which is awesome. So I might do that with the Blue, almost said Blue Eagles, the Blue Lions group. And look at that, Sothis is back on the chair. So little hint, I think this is fact, I heard it from somewhere. When you start off the game, Sothis is sitting on that chair, but you'll notice after you start the game, whoa, hey, I didn't say you could go anywhere. Once you start the game, you'll notice Sothis disappears from that chair. So that's kind of interesting. She's back now. I think it's because we have a New Game Plus save file out there. Why are you giving me 5 seconds before the screensaver comes on, man? Am I just locked out now? I'm locked out. Hey, man. I didn't ask for this. Alright, there we go. It was weird. Anyway, yeah, I think that is going to wrap it up for our Fire Emblem 3 Houses Let's Play. Hope you guys really enjoyed the videos. If you did, please consider hitting the like button down on this last one. And I will see you guys next time.